So clearly there's some front runners. Some people have kind of gotten into the race. I'm just going to go out right out and say it. Embiid is looking like a beast, and he's my favorite to win MVP. If I had to pick right now, Embiid, just the Sixers look like a whole different team in terms of their confidence, in terms of how deadly they are. And he's looking great in the post. His decision making's on point. I saw an article that he's in the best shape of his life, which I feel like you could see it. There was even a play where he like half hyperextended his knee. I feel like if he wasn't in the best shape of his life, he could have actually gotten injured. But since he's so conditioned, he's well nourished, the sky's the limit, and he's my favorite right now. But anybody else disagree with me? Anybody else you guys got on your mind? Joe?
So I have to say it's LeBron for me, but before I go into that, I want to carry on with what you said for Embiid. The biggest thing for me is his shooting off the dribble. I want to say he has not really had this in his bag, and he's just like totally added it, especially from three. Right now he's shooting 390 from three, or 39%, sorry. But that's the best of his career. So like you take Embiid, who is already an amazing force in the post, passing out of double teams, just a great isolation player, and add 39% from three. And this is kind of what we all thought he could be in his rookie year, or not his rookie year, but the first year that he actually started playing games. He averaged 37% from three. So to see him get back to this, and he regressed every year since that. So to see him get back to 39% is huge, and it just really emphasizes how fucking unguardable he is, because guys close out on him on three, and then he's so big, his strides allow him to get past pretty much any center and finish through contact, whether it's small forward, point guard, whoever at the back line of defense. He goes through them and gets hand ones like it's his fucking job, because it is. But anyway, to go into LeBron, the things that LeBron are doing this year are not really any different. It's just that he just won the championship. Obviously, you guys watch the NBA, but he's averaging 34.5 minutes per game, and that's like got to be among like the top 25. So to win a championship, have the shortest offseason of anyone, average 34 minutes a game, and then 25 points per game, 8 assists, 8 boards, and be leading the best team in the Western Conference is just like, I don't know how we could pick someone else other than Joel Embiid, because what LeBron is doing is, we say it every year, but it's just unfucking precedented. I don't know how this dude is able to do it. And it's like we don't give it to him enough, so it's like we have to give him this one after the offseason that he had, and then to rebound and just keep it going like nothing changed. He's the same guy. I don't know how he does it.
Man, hot take that we don't give LeBron enough credit.
They really don't, though. I swear to God, man. Like he's just so good that we just see these numbers and everybody just thinks like that's just a typical game, but no one else does this shit. Like at this point, he's earned another MVP. Like we've passed over him the last 2 years for Giannis, and it can't stand. He needs this one. He's earned it. He should be the MVP.
I don't think he's missed a game yet, right? Has he missed a game?
If I had to check.
I don't think so.
No, he's played all 25
which is even
games.
crazier. Yeah,
That's
which is
nuts,
even
dude.
crazier. Playing 35 minutes a game, or there's
35.
no resting going on. And
The thing is, his PER is he's 12th in the league in PER right now. Like he does what he needs to do for them to win, but like LeBron is just not going nuclear. Like we've seen LeBron when he wants to go full LeBron mode. It's what he did in the finals last season, where he did like a 30-point triple-double on like 60% shooting. Like right now, he's just having a normal LeBron year, which is just a really good 25, 8, and 8 year, which is great. And I think he probably is like
1 seed.
He's got I agree. But I think the Sixers also have the 1 seed. Embiid is averaging 29 points a game, which is just wild. He's, like you said, 39% from the three. He's in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. Like, I think Embiid is the MVP for me so far. I think LeBron, I would give it to LeBron over Jokic. I know Jokic is getting a lot of buzz. I know Jokic. For me, Jokic, we'll revisit this towards the end of the year when maybe they're probably in the 3rd seed and he just goes on a tear. But right now, I don't think Jokic. I think he's getting a little too much consideration considering how their team is, because you look at Steph Curry, who has the exact same record pretty much. And you look at guys like Luka, who's not really succeeding, and Steph Curry and Luka aren't really getting any consideration, but people think Jokic deserves consideration, even though, again, he's like in the A seed right now. I think the Nuggets will probably move up by the end of the year, which will make Jokic move up. But for me, Embiid, I think, is the winner. I mean, Kawhi, I think, is a dark horse, but right now it's Embiid for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's some dark horses early in the year, but I think you can't deny what Embiid and LeBron have brought to their teams and made their teams so competitive and so good. I mean, obviously someone else is like Donovan Mitchell that should be getting praised because the Jazz are actually the 1 seed in the West. But that's, I think, a little bit more of a team effort, a little bit more of Mike Conley getting it together, getting comfortable with playing with Donovan Mitchell because, Donovan Mitchell does have his own game, even though Mike Conley can fit into anything. But yeah, Donovan Mitchell deserves some praise. We'll see how it plays out, and we'll see if he takes a little bit of a more statistical leap rather than just the record. But that's something you shouldn't overlook. Obviously, winning is what matters. If Jordan taught us one thing growing up, winning is what matters. Same thing Kobe. Shout out Kobe.